AITA for breaking up with my boyfriend because he went out partying without me after I drove 4 hours to see him. My boyfriend, I'm 22, and I 20F are currently doing long distance because of school and work. It's about a 4-hour drive between us, so we only get to see each other maybe once a month if we're lucky. Naturally, when we do see each other, I really value that time and expect we'll actually spend it together. This weekend, I made the trip to visit him. I left after my classes Friday afternoon and drove 4 hours straight. When I finally got there, already tired and expecting a chill night together, I walk in and immediately see like 10 of his guy friends crammed into his living room, drinking and partying. No warning, no heads up, just, surprise, we're hosting a frat reunion. I honestly didn't want to be a buzzkill, so I just kind of went along with it. I figured, whatever, it's Friday night, we'll hang out tonight, he'll get it out of his system, and then the rest of the weekend will be for us. He even promised me we'd have Saturday to ourselves. Cool, I thought. Except we all stayed up stupid late Friday night. Naturally, we slept in most of Saturday. By the time we woke up, half the day was already gone. We managed to grab dinner together, which was nice, but honestly I was already feeling a little let down. I drove all this way and so far had spent maybe 10% of my time actually with him and 90% either in a group or passed out. Anyway, after dinner, we agreed we would take it easy, chill at home, and then do something fun the next day, Sunday. I was genuinely looking forward to that. I'm not a super clingy person, but after a month apart and a 4-hour drive, is it really that crazy to want some one-on-one time? Fast forward to later that evening. Out of the blue, he mentions that some of his friends are throwing another party and he really wants to go. I kind of laughed awkwardly because, seriously. After we just talked about staying in. I told him honestly that I was tired, drained from traveling, and not really feeling up to another night of socializing. I said, but if you really want to go, you can go without me. Now, here's where I might have messed up. I thought he would hear that and say, no, you're more important, let's stay in. Or at least hesitate. But he immediately lit up and was like, okay, cool, I'll go then. No second thought. No hesitation. That hurt. I didn't show it right away, but it really stung. After everything, the drive, the weekend plans, how little real time we'd gotten together, he didn't even seem to struggle with the idea of leaving me sitting alone in his apartment all night. I started tearing up and said, wait, you're really going to leave me here alone after I came all this way to see you? He kind of awkwardly said he needed to go grab some water and that we should both cool off for a minute. So he walked downstairs. He lives in a big apartment complex. I sat there, breathing and trying to calm down, because I didn't want to fight. After about 10 minutes, I went downstairs thinking maybe we could talk it out and salvage the night. But when I got there, he was gone. Not just stepping out for a breath of fresh air. Gone. He had straight up left the building without even saying goodbye. I texted him saying how upset I was, and all he said back was, don't worry, I'll come back. That was 5 hours ago. Meanwhile, I've just been sitting in his apartment alone, feeling like a complete idiot for even coming in the first place. At that point, something inside me just broke. I packed my things, blocked him, and drove back home through the night. I didn't even wait to see if he'd come back. I just couldn't bear the idea of sitting there another second like an afterthought. Now that I'm home, part of me is wondering if I overreacted. Technically, I did tell him he could go without me. And I get that he's allowed to want to hang out with his friends. But the other part of me feels like, if you care about someone, you don't just peace out when they're clearly upset. You don't prioritize a random party over the person who literally moved mountains to spend time with you. So AITA for ending things over this.